T for two, and two for C, and me for you, and you for me. Hello?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tea Time with Mrs. Washington. Mrs. Washington. Ooh. Nectar of the gods. I swear, this shit could put hair on my chest. Tea time. Can you imagine if this was a teacup full of testosterone that I had been drinking the entire time? Can you imagine that? Can we take a moment and imagine that? Jesus. Anyways. So, the topic for today is, it might be of no consequence to you, but it revolves around how I identify. Maybe care, maybe don't care, but I'm going to talk about it anyways, because it's kind of interesting. So, I went through a process of evolution in regards to, like, my own sexual preferences, I guess, and who I want to be with, the type of person I want to be with. So, initially, you know, in elementary school, high school, I was always into girls. I did find that I had crushes on boys, but in a strange way. I kind of like the idea of having them as props in my life. So basically, I, in my heart of hearts, probably just wanted to be a fag hag. And just have little pretty boy eye candy, you know, to like hang all over and toy with. But I wasn't really, you know, into any particular guy or boy that I encountered in elementary school or high school. But there was something there that I liked. I liked the masculinity. I just thought that it was such a shame that masculinity was attached to a man. Couldn't we find it in some other way? So I didn't have any word for what I was when I was much younger. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was. I knew that I was into women. In high school, you know, there were women who were lesbians, and I didn't identify with them, and I wasn't sure if I could imagine myself being in a relationship with a woman because I had never gone there before. So, I mean, I was without a title, which is just fine because nobody needs titles, but I didn't know that at the time. I just knew that I wasn't really straight. It didn't feel right. I felt like I was something else. And so after high school, you know, I started dating because I didn't really do much dating in high school, but started dating after high school and had my first girlfriend and knew that I was attracted to butch women. That was definitely a thing for me. I think I liked it because I liked the whole yin and yang aspect of the connection. I liked being the feminine one. I liked having a more masculine counterpart. But, you know, that sort of played itself out, and then I was just kind of like, no, I don't think that women are the thing either. I do like the masculine aspect of butch women in whatever spectrum they fall into. Maybe it's butch, maybe I'm into androgynous women or whatever else. But I did start to realize that, like, I just really wasn't into women who identified as female. Eventually it got to that point where I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to be with a woman, but I definitely know that I don't want to be with a man. I thought I was bisexual at one point, and then when I went back to revisit, you know, being intimate in, you know, certain ways with men, I was like, this is gross. So that was a mistake. So at least that gave me a definitive feeling of knowing that men were not the way to go for me. But when I was with women, I wasn't really hugely gung-ho about being with them either. So I was like, fuck, I guess maybe I'm a pedophile. Nope. Definitely not. Not into kids. It's not into anything like that, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I know that I want something, but I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if it has a name. I don't know if I'm going to find it, or if I'm just going to be single hermit for the rest of my life. Maybe I should just join a nunnery and dedicate myself to Jesus. But wait a minute, Jesus is a man. Scratch that. Maybe I should just kill myself and go float around in the cosmos where gender doesn't exist. And I can just be this, genderless sentient being floating around, Yeah. Anyways. Then I started to discover and learn more about the way that my sexuality has been evolving. I guess I would probably call myself a gray sexual. I know that that's a topic that's probably a different video, that requires a different video, but I'm not going to get into that. You can just look it up, motherfuckers. Shit. Gray sexual. That's me. But also, I just knew that I liked the masculine aspect because I liked it as a counterpart to my feminine, but I knew that I didn't want to be with a man, and I also knew that I didn't want to be with an androgynous or a butch woman or any person that identified as female or a cis man. And then I encountered the whole transgendered, transitioning situation. Interesting. Very interesting. Then I realized that this was probably exactly what I had in mind. Because of all the things that I just said. I am not looking for a cis man, but I really like the male, masculine aspect attached to a non-cis man's body, but someone who identifies as male but isn't male-born, traditionally binary. I didn't even know that this shit existed. I just had to fucking prowl around and see what I could find, and it took many, many, many years, and then suddenly it all started to reveal itself, and then I was like, okay, now we're talking. So, I found my man. And ironically, I've come full circle, and because my man, my boyfriend, is MTM, not FTM, which means that mentally he is, and emotionally he is male, physically he is not, but might as well be because he's so goddamn masculine in all physical ways. But he's transitioning into an even more male version of himself. Now I'm straight again. Because I'm with a male identifying male. But without all the bullshit that comes with cis men. So now I'm a straight girl. I'm a binary I'm a binary straight girl, a round peg in a round hole. Jokes. These are funny. This is a funny thing. It's come full circle. But full circle with evolution in the process. So this has been really nice. And that's how I identify, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and it feels good, and I'm a happy little bitch, and that's all that I need in life. So, that's that. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You don't need a title. Titles aren't necessary. Fuck titles. But, this is me mentally going through my journey, and I've just realized that I truly have come full circle, and I'm totally okay with that because I'm still getting what I want in the end, and I'm not settling. Ah, motherfuckers! See you later.
Can't you see how happy